What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So as you know from some of my videos, I state that I go through comments. I do. Right? I like seeing the comments. I hate seeing all the scam and spam comments, so I apologize for those being in there. I really tried to get those out, but as soon as I remove them, more come back. And it's like 50 at a time. So I don't understand how YouTube doesn't get a hold of these. If they see too many comments for the amount of views that are coming in, they should find a way to filter those or allow me to do members only or subscribers only comments. That would be fantastic. But that's not why we're here. Why we're here is to talk about the recent comment that I got where a person said that, hey, everybody should have sold all their cryptocurrency, and Matt, you're leading them the wrong way. Understand that I'm not leading anybody anywhere. I'm here primarily to talk about the things that I'm investing into, and then as I make a mistake or I do something right, I teach those things so that people can learn from those things. That's the reason why I'm here. It's more of just teaching than anything, not necessarily showing people what they should invest into. It's the strategies that go behind it and being able to develop a strategy in the end. But when it comes to my portfolio, obviously I'm going to do what I feel like with my portfolio. That's one thing that I have learned is that nobody else should dictate what you do with your portfolio. You should make that decision based on the research that you do, the strategies that you have, the exit strategies that you have, and so on and so forth. So when I see a comment that says you should have sold all your cryptocurrency, get out, have hundreds of thousands of dollars, and be able to invest in at the bottom. No one truly knows when we're going to see this altcoin season. Obviously, we can have timelines, and many times we are wrong. We can have timelines to when things are going to crash, and many people don't know what's going on. For instance, they were calling out a crash for literally 5 years before we saw like the 2020 crash, and then no one thought that the market was going to come back. And in 2020, in March, it came back. And the market was hitting all-time highs, ridiculous levels, which nobody saw coming. Now, you did end up see it come down in 2021, and some other things in crypto obviously fell down as well. But the point is, nobody truly saw that coming. They just kept saying, oh, it's going to happen next year. It's going to happen next year. It's going to happen next year. And if you decide to just go, oh, well, I should just sell everything because I predict that it's going to all come down, it may do that. But there's also a chance it might not. And if you miss out on that larger gain, now what are you doing? You're that person that's inexperienced in the market that is now chasing every single position that's out there because they're all running. That's what happened in 2020 in the stock market and in the crypto market. Everybody was chasing everything. And that's the problem, right? So we'll see altcoin season when we truly start to see fear kind of at its highest, right? Where people are like, you know what? We've been waiting around for so long. We're seeing this market hit a higher level, but now it's all starting to come back and things are at low levels, and honestly, lower levels than we thought we would see. So I want to talk about that in this video. I want to talk about cryptocurrency. I want to talk about the mindset behind whether you should or shouldn't sell all of your crypto. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. But if you could, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, you can check out my link for Patreon, for Twitter down below. I also have a link for BTCC if you're interested in a platform to where you can sign up and get a 10% deposit bonus when you use my link, as well as get extra bonuses up to $10,055, and you can get 40% lower trading fees. So if you guys are trading actively, you can get 40% lower trading fees, which is fantastic. And then you can also trade up to a 500x leverage. You can trade as little as no leverage, and also you can demo trade. So you have all of the buckets that you want to fill, just being able to gather a strategy, develop that strategy, and utilize that strategy in the end to make yourself money, short-term, long-term, and anything in between, right? So anyways, check out my link for BTCC down below. Get started trading. It is a really, really good platform. But the reason why I'm bringing you this video is, again, twofold. One, the market isn't necessarily at the best spot, and everybody wants it to be at a better spot. And two, comment section where people are like, I bought this at this level and I sold at this level, so I made a ton of profit and now I'm out of crypto forever. While I applaud you on making profit, because a lot of people don't make profit because they end up getting into that same situation where they're like, I'm holding for too long, I'm just going to get out and accept my small gains or my losses and wait for the market to come down to the lowest level so I can buy back in there. There are many people that do that. But again, no one, I'll repeat, no one can predict exactly where the bottom is and when the bottom is going to happen and exactly where the top is and when the top is going to happen. So the fact that you're letting someone else dictate what you do with your portfolio is not right. It's not the right thing to do. You should take in all of that information, and if you decide to sell based on the research that you've done, then you can do that. I'm not going to fault you for selling your position, taking profit. I'm not going to fault you for it. But what I don't want to hear, and what I will hear, because many people will say it, is I should have held on to my cryptocurrency, or should I buy right now because the market is starting to run? Well, if you would have held on to your cryptocurrency, you wouldn't have to worry about that. You wouldn't be asking this question. So it's either you play the long term or you play the short term. And if you want to time the market, get in at a low level, get out at a high level, then go ahead and do that. But it sounds a lot easier than it actually is. So currently, the market is at a $2.69 trillion market cap. Bitcoin's dominance is still at 61.5%. That's obviously how I know that it's not altcoin season. It is Bitcoin season, and we're waiting to see that dominance come down. We're waiting to see more altcoins that are starting to kind of take the reins and starting to push up to higher levels to be worth a lot more. Market cap wise, price wise, all of that. Bitcoin is sitting at, let me go ahead and refresh this because I did it by the top movers. Bitcoin is sitting at $83,309, $83,321. Ethereum is around the $1,800 mark. XRP is around $2.11. BNB is $600. You see Solana, that's at $126. Chainlink at $13. Avalanche at $18, almost $19. Shiba Inu is at 0.000012 or 12. You have HBAR that's at 16 cents, Litecoin that's at $83, Mantra that's at $66.23, and many others that are making some very minor moves, nothing crazy. You have Ton that's up by 7%, Jitto that's up by 5% or 6%, but not really any like crazy moves that are out there. So I'm not concerned, right? When I see these comments, I'm not concerned at all. To say that I'm going to sell all my crypto, no, I'm not going to sell all my crypto. I sell at my targets, and if you have a target to where you've done your research, then it doesn't feel horrible to hold on to. Now, if you're holding a lot of cryptocurrency, have no targets, have no exit plan, have no strategy, no plan whatsoever, then it becomes insanely difficult. And that becomes more of a reality where it's like, well, maybe you should. Maybe you should, take that off the table or develop a strategy right now while we're sitting in this kind of middle ground point where altcoins are still at lowish levels, Bitcoin's still over the previous all-time highs. But what do you expect out of altcoin season? What do you expect out of the rest of this year? Do you expect it to collapse? Do you expect it to, every cryptocurrency project to have some sort of success? Do you hold majority utility projects, or do you hold majority, meme coin projects? And if you do, those meme coins might be a little bit more shorter term, or a lot more shorter term than the altcoins that will be, or the utility coins that will be longer term, maybe a few years, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, and maybe even 20. You never know. So I want to know what you guys think about the market right now and where things are. Have you sold all your crypto? Do you know somebody that has sold all their crypto? Are they happy about that? Do you think they're going to stay happy, right? All of these questions, all of these things that are above, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. But I just thought this was interesting, so I decided to turn on the camera, open my mouth, and just start talking, right? That's really what I wanted to do, was just talk about this idea of selling your crypto right now before you even see a major impact to crypto in general, right? You have things like ETFs, you have government backing, you have a strategic Bitcoin and cryptocurrency reserve, right? You have utility that's coming across the board from banks to businesses. You have connection to things like Amazon and Tesla and many other big businesses that can utilize cryptocurrency the way we want it to, right? So it's just mind-boggling to me, the fact that many people will say, or anybody will say, sell all your crypto and get out of the market. I don't see it, right? Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. I don't know why that went to that. Make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.